How's it going? Hope everyone is doing well. Becky is here too.
Morning. Sorry, I was just getting carried away with the new music.
It's totally like dancing. I love it.
I'm on.
It's just like elevator hold music, but I love it.
It's just amazing. It's just so cheesy. It's good.
It's so cheesy. I hope everyone likes our little intro that we've done now. Just to build up a little bit of anticipation. I feel like we've got...
You're very clever doing that. Very clever.
I mean, absolutely apologies to Neil at the Delegate Wranglers for totally stealing their idea, but it's really cool. And thanks for letting us borrow it. Hi guys, how's everyone doing? Lynette, I've just seen, is here and watching on your day off.
I know, that is dedication from the head girl.
Yeah, she's our head girl. And I hope you did some dancing as well, Lynette. Hi Lauren, I saw us on here from Fox Hills. Lovely to see you. Jill Bollard, great to see everybody, and happy Friday.
Yeah, happy Friday.
Friday today.
I do actually. It's yeah.
I don't often get that Friday feeling, but I do today. I think it's because I'm going for wine tonight. So
oh, that'll be it.
I'm counting down the hours. But yeah. So today we're talking about prospecting, which is such a juicy topic, isn't it?
It is. So we could be here all day, couldn't we?
Yeah, as usual.
Yeah.
I really like it as a topic because I always find people sit in two camps with it.
Yeah.
Some people love it, they're really proactive, like they're really on it, and other people just really hold back, and if it's on their to-do list, it's the last thing that they do if they ever get to it. So yeah, let us know in the comments how you feel about prospecting, especially.
Some people are scared, aren't they, of it? I don't know why, but yeah.
I think it's that word selling. Like we've talked about this loads recently, that the word selling is a scary word, and we kind of think that we know what it means, but actually it doesn't mean that, especially in hospitality.
I also think that a lot of people think of prospecting wrongly as cold calling, and that's it, when it's actually a massive subject, and it's not like that at all. You can do it in a consultative way, exactly the same as if you were getting an inquiry, just building up relationships with people.
And it's all about being creative in how you'll get tapping into those new leads. Like cold calling, I know people and businesses that do cold calling really successfully. It's not really my cup of tea personally.
No. But Fem loves it, doesn't she, apparently?
Yeah, Fem does love it. You do love it, Fem. So
we just get her to do all that side of things.
Yeah. I think
it doesn't go with our ethos, does it? A cold call anyway is not consultative.
I don't think Fem actually does cold calling.
No, I know she doesn't.
She's just very good at being proactive and getting on the phone. But yeah, I think there are so many other ways that we can prospect.
Definitely, in a consultative way instead of it being a cold call.
Yeah. I feel like all we've talked about is consultative selling in the last few weeks.
The thing is, it just encompasses everything, doesn't it? That is the way. So therefore, it's going to encompass everything. Yeah.
And I think an interesting kind of thing to start with, perhaps, for people who might be nervous about prospecting and getting in front of potential clients at the moment, is that businesses are signing up new clients at the moment, and the events industry is in a pretty dire situation. And we're not saying that you're going to get a meeting for 30 next week.
30.
But I was going to say 100. I was like, oh no, that's illegal.
You can have a few meetings for 30.
Yeah, you could. On different floors. Actually, one of my clients has got that in a few weeks, which is really cool. One business, but 30 people on different floors. I was like, that's a dream booking at the moment.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. Anyway. We're not saying that you're going to be able to do that, get that business in straight away, but actually the relationship building and putting those tidbits out there is the beginning of prospecting. Definitely. We're all really playing the long game here, aren't we?
Yeah, and I think I think I said to you the other day, from my perspective and my other side of my business, so the people by people side of my business, I made a conscious decision during lockdown. Instead of kind of like shutting off and doing nothing, I kind of went for it instead. And actually, I said to you guys, in the last few weeks, I've done probably about 8 new proposals for new business. And I genuinely think that is because of the work and relationship building, etc. I've done over the last few months.
Yeah,
so
I did exactly the same over lockdown, mostly because my husband was furloughed, so I had more childcare than I've ever had in 2.5 years.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just going to work full time if that's okay. But those, just putting yourself out there and really focusing down has definitely helped, even in this, like, only a few months later.
Definitely.
So we've got a couple of things to chat about as usual. Firstly, it's a perfect chance to build relationships because everybody's in a bit of a shit situation. Am I allowed to say that?
No, I think you are, yeah. We can't bleep you out. We can't bleep.
No, beep, in a beep situation. And everybody's like feeling different emotions about it. I know we've all been in our team through
this week like this, haven't we? We were like all really down, and then it was like, no, we could do this, and then
every hour my emotions change. And I think after Boris's talk, I just went to bed and then I couldn't be bothered anymore. And then the next day I felt really down. But then when I spoke to my husband about it in the evening, he was like, what have you done today? And I was telling him, I think there was like 5 different wins we'd had that day, like a couple of pieces of business, but actually like meetings booked with people or really good phone calls that we've had. And I was like, actually, it's been a really positive day. So I kind of kicked myself up again.
Yeah, I think we all have, haven't we? But it is literally a roller coaster constantly. But I think you get that news and you think, okay, right, what can we do instead of what can't we do? And the events industry's got such an amazing attitude. You know, we know we've got to lobby for it, and we will still do that. But everyone then goes, right, you know, what can we do about this instead of feeling sorry for themselves.
And I think the beginning of prospecting, and this sounds like a manipulative sales thing, and I don't want it to come across like that, but is to get in touch with people and just message them on LinkedIn or say, how's it going? Like, what's your job situation at the moment? Are you in a different role? Are you even in the events industry anymore? Like, and just check in on people. And that doesn't have to be actual prospects either. Like, it can be competitors. It can be like we've been working quite closely or chatting quite a lot with our competition.
Yeah, we have.
As they are called, as they are technically recently. And that's kind of helped us work out where we're sitting and actually kind of made us realise, okay, well, we're kind of in a good place in the market at the moment.
Yeah.
And also with collaborations.
Yeah, we love a collaboration, don't we?
It's
but I mean, absolutely. You don't necessarily think of them as just as your competition. There could be things you can do together to get more business together. You know, you're stronger together, as they say. So why not?
So don't think of it as selling, just as chatting. Lynette's put some stuff in the comments. After my course last week, so that was the LinkedIn course, and from what you ladies call consultative selling and me building a relationship, a global travel manager asked me if I wanted to check if I had hotels to add to their 2021 program.
Lynette! Woohoo!
Lynette, that's amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy.
Look, she's put yes, please, in capitals.
Yes, please. Well done, Lynette. That's so good.
Yeah, and that is really nice to hear.
It's nice to know that.
And we can do a lot. We could do a lot of prospecting on LinkedIn. I know we've talked about LinkedIn and we've done the LinkedIn challenge already, but it is very relevant for prospecting, isn't it?
It's really where it's at the moment.
Yeah, it's where you find lots of people quite easily. It's a good
and
first
I truly believe, maybe I'm not being naive. Things will get back to normal.
Yes, they will.
Everybody I speak to is like, it will happen. We don't know how long that's going to be. Like, I was on the agenda last night talking to Robert Kenwood from U Recruitment, and he was saying he doesn't think it'll be normal till 2022. Like as a normal as we know it, but events will start to trickle in towards the end part of next year, and all of those relationships we're building now, they will get budgets again.
Absolutely. And I did, I'm sure Becky won't mind me saying, I did a little burst mentoring session with Becky Towell. Was it this week? I can't remember. Yeah, it was this week. Everything's kind of gone so quickly this week. This week, I think. And she was asking me about how to basically, work towards their long-term goals. And I was just saying, this is the time to build those relationships and spend time just chatting to people, because when it all does come back in again, the people that they will remember are the people like Becky, who's doing that and actively going out and chatting to them, not about sales or trying to get their business necessarily, but checking in on them and seeing how they are, how they're feeling, that kind of thing.
And that is what prospecting is at the moment. And prospecting, I think the kind of way it should be done does go in ebbs and flows and changes a lot, but at the moment that's definitely the
so
right
that's
thing
not
to be
scary
doing.
Is it? So anybody out there that's scared of prospecting, that's just not scary.
Just message your mates and see how they're doing.
Basically
your industry peers, that's it really.
But I think a lot of people like you just said though, fits and bursts, and that's what you need to try and almost diarise in, don't you? Because if you have like fits and bursts, it means you're going to have like all of a sudden come to the end of your funnel and you're not going to have anybody coming in the top. So if you do it constantly, then obviously you will have people trickling down the funnel, and they will then become business at the right time for you. So you're not either getting it all at once or nothing at all.
Yeah, that's true. Because we need it to tick over on a level playing field eventually. And you want people to be those stark raving fans of you, don't you? You want to have head girls like Lynette.
If you want to be another head girl, that's absolutely fine. We can have a few.
We're open. We can definitely have a few. Here we are. Fem, a person in my Helms Briscoe team has been trying to prospect a person for months and has just received an inquiry for multiple Christmas parties. All she did was check in with them and see how they were doing. No sales presentation needed.
Perfect.
Amazing. Yeah. I feel like I need to do a bit more of this actually.
I need to start practicing what we preach.
Well I do. I'm constantly in constant dialogue through LinkedIn messages and WhatsApp with current clients, but I need to do some outreach.
I think you do it a lot more than you think. It's probably just not in a structured way. It's there all the time, I think, with you and probably with all of us in the team. It's just because that's the way we are.
I don't ever think, oh, I did some really good prospecting today. I thought, oh, I messaged Becky, or not you, the other Becky today, or like, oh, I spoke to so-and-so today. That was a nice chat.
And it is prospecting, you're helping them out and chatting to them, etc. Definitely.
Oh, so Lauren, we've got a mentoring session on Monday, so we can really drill down in it with you. Who are you approaching and how? Is it all phone or LinkedIn? It depends how well you know them, I would say. LinkedIn is good for people that you don't know that well. You can just send and you can kind of write something that is personal and sounds very caring, but you can do a bit of a copy and paste jobby.
It's a good starting point, isn't it, really? And then you could progress to a call or a Zoom meeting if how you depending on how your relationship goes.
But Lauren, with your like negotiated corporate clients that you've already got, I would definitely phone them. And how they might not be in the office, they might have a different number if they might be working from home with their mobile.
Current clients, you can just check in on them, can't you, and see how things are and how they're feeling and what's happening and how you can help them at the moment in a non sort of selling capacity. Definitely.
But in terms of LinkedIn, like go through I wouldn't necessarily do it. I wouldn't necessarily add people and then message them straight away saying, I'm just wondering how you're doing over furlough, or like where you furloughed and what situation, because I feel like that's a bit cold. That's quite cold messaging.
Yeah, it is.
But go through your contacts, Lauren, and look at, or everybody, and look at who you're already connected with that you perhaps don't know that well, but that is an ideal client. And then you can say, I just saw that we're connected. I saw your post, or I saw you put a picture up of this. Just wondering how you're doing.
Somebody
don't be like, can we get a phone call booked in? Just
hello.
Say like, oh, I've just seen we're connected, and we never actually got around to chatting.
Somebody did this. I was impressed with something the other day, and I thought I must do this more. And it was actually the other way around. I was quite guilty. Hands up. And I did the connect because I wanted to connect with somebody, and they did connect with me, but they immediately came back to me and said, oh, hi Becky, how can I help you, or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. So I started explaining why I thought we were good to connect, and he came back to me, etc. we had a really good chat about stuff, like a genuine, like
That's
honest
really good.
chat. And then also the other day, somebody sent me a connection request and they said, "Oh, hi Becky, I saw your profile, etc. And I loved the testimonial you got from Ros Walker, who's a colleague of mine. You're obviously doing great in that role." And I liked that because they'd actually, instead of just, you know, sending me the whole kind of like big spiel,
Yeah,
you could tell they'd been on it and they'd read it genuinely and connected with it. So
I wonder who that was, because I got a message really similar saying, "I love your profile, especially the testimonial from Rachel Gard."
Really?
Yeah.
I bet it's the same guy.
Works though.
Yeah,
obviously.
It worked. Anyway, well done.
Can't remember if I replied yet.
I know I did.
Anything.
Yeah.
So here we are. Have you just put this on? Somebody on Selling Savvy is commenting.
I think it's Amanda. I think Amanda's got the hat on today. I think. Is it you, Amanda? Say hello if it is. I think it is. Yeah.
So Sam's got a really good question. What are your thoughts on using video to prospect? Is it a fad, or should we all be using it? We should all be using it.
What were we talking about before I came on the call about the videos that I was about to do to introduce myself to people? Yeah. So
videos are an excellent way of solidifying online relationships that you have on LinkedIn. I'm sending videos straight away with a sales pitch. Again, I wouldn't do, but I would, you know, you could do a video saying, "This is me, would love to chat, how are you doing?" And all of that. Oh yes, it is Amanda. So Sam, yes, we love,
and it totally makes you stand out from the crowd to those boring emails, etc.
Yeah. There's several ways you can do it. I don't know if you already do it already, Sam, but let us know how you do it already. We use Pistachio View, which is Mia Butler, and it's an incredible, really cost-effective, surprisingly cost-effective platform, which is which you can take a video selfie on your phone and then just send it to your prospect, and it comes up in a branded with your logo, your colors, everything. So we use that and it's amazing.
And to give you an idea, Sam, of the sort of thing, it was Sam, wasn't it? That's that.
Yeah.
Of the sort of thing you can do. I'm about to send a few videos out to some of the people that have been on our workshops and courses. Not a selling video, literally just letting them know about the free stuff that we've got to help the industry at the moment, and just saying who I am. Yeah. So there's no selling there. It's just introducing them if they need anything else, any more help.
There's a lot of we do a lot of content marketing, so obviously we're trainers, but you can do that from whatever angle you're at, because you're pitching yourself as an expert, as a consultant. Yeah. So I know Lauren and I have talked a lot about putting together blog posts to kind of promote the hotel, but it's not salesy, to sort of say like I can't remember of any of the titles now, but just kind of prove your expertise. And that's what we did. We had a virtual show round checklist and kind of timeline on a PDF. And there were some people in my kind of database. I was like, actually, I think this would be really useful for them. So I just did a video and attached it to the email and was like, I thought this was really useful. This is why I thought it'd be useful. This is what it kind of goes through. Let me know. And that's it. And there was literally no ulterior motive other than trying to help and just building a bit of a relationship.
Yeah, it's such a good way to stand out from the crowd, really is.
We've kind of gone, great, you already know Mia.
We've slightly gone off topic, haven't we? But I don't think it matters.
Yeah. Well, it's still prospecting.
It is, yeah, that's true.
Also, you can, Sam, Mia's amazing. Her video masterclass is so good as well.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah. You can also do videos on LinkedIn through Messenger, so you can go in Messenger and record a live video and then record a video and send it, which is an easy way of doing it.
Again, how much would that stand out? You know, I don't think anyone's ever done that to me, or sent that to me, so that would really stand out for me.
It does stand out, yeah. Lauren, I've been thinking about this now that I've got the time. Blog posts are scary. They're not scary, because you can just send it to me and I'll be like, this is amazing, or what the hell are you talking about? We'll put a few structures in place on Monday, Lauren, and then it'll just be easy, because we can do like 4 top tips and then it's really easy to just plug in.
Yeah. No, blog posts are fine, Lauren, and you'll have loads of stuff. You think you've not got stuff to share with people, but you've got loads of knowledge and experience that will genuinely help people. Yeah.
And I think all of these things, like blog posts and videos and everything, they're these excuses to get in touch with people, excuses for extra touch points, and just to be like in the forefront of your mind, prove yourself as an expert, and that you're consulting them about the holistic event, not just, you know, about your venue. You also know about running events, and you can tell them about this bit of it and consult them about the timings and the food and everything.
Absolutely.
So it's pitching yourself in that level.
And you can make them sort of warmer leads, can't you, on LinkedIn, by interacting with them and chatting to them. And, you know, there are people, and Lynette, I know I keep mentioning you, I've never met Lynette face to face, for example, but me and her are always like messaging, you know, chatting on each other's posts and interacting. Don't worry, Lynette, I'm not all of a sudden going to start pitching to you. But because you're already head girl anyway. But you know, you can start to get to know people and build that relationship just by, you know, sharing stuff and replying to stuff and giving your opinion and that kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. We've got loads more stuff to go through here. I don't think we're gonna have time, but anyway, so one of the couple of things we wanted to mention as well, Fems actually just put a really interesting comment on her. Yes, I received a LinkedIn request from someone who spelled my name wrong. Sent a massive sales pitch for a product I don't need. Ignored it straight away. Yeah,
I get them all the time. Fem, it does my head in. Yeah,
it's so frustrating. Those generic sales messages are not good.
And also, I don't know if anybody saw it, but first thing this morning, I put a screenshot of an email. You know, you get those emails to your contact forms on your website. Yeah. Does anybody actually buy from these people that send these spammy emails, which I guess is their form of prospecting, but it's so cold. I mean, it's
how
just
many?
awful.
I wonder. I would be interested to work out the percentage of leads they get from that, because I bet they have to send thousands just to get a few.
It would be interesting. I presume they'd probably do it on an automated.
Yeah, probably.
But anyway, that's similar. These automated messages, it's just so cold. I don't even read it. I always just delete it.
Yeah, so do I.
It could be the best thing in the world.
It's always about SEO as well.
Yeah. Anyway,
So that's prospecting with kind of people that you know, and or existing clients, and maybe some people that you're linked with on LinkedIn. And another thing that is useful to focus on at the moment is new markets. Who are or how has the world of events pivoted? Which everyone hates that word, but it has. Everybody has had to pivot, and including your competitors probably. So have a look at what's changed with them, what new stuff they're doing, what they look like on socials, and look at what the kind of new markets out there might be for you. Yeah,
what are the markets that are still I've still got the budget, I've still got the money, that are doing well, like the retail markets. And you know, during lockdown everyone was going out and buying garden furniture, weren't they? It's all those kind of things that are still doing well because people want it in a different way now. So those markets might have business for you now when they didn't have so much before.
And also things like I know we've talked about it loads before, but hybrid events. And hybrid events is on the up, as for obvious reasons, but also I've found that lots of venues at the moment haven't had inquiries and are therefore like, no, we're not interested in, we haven't had any inquiries, whereas they are coming through. On the other hand, we've got clients who've worked with us on learning about how to sell hybrid events, and they've not had any inquiries through, but literally a few weeks later they're like, oh, we had 2 inquiries through and we managed to understand it, to sell it properly, to upsell, to convert it. So don't think just because hybrid event inquiries haven't come your way yet that they won't.
And in a way also it is a method of prospecting by going back to people that are already warm, that have maybe had an inquiry with you but couldn't do it because of the guidelines or because of something. It's still prospecting if you go back to them and say, actually, we can do it this way now. You're giving them.
So if you've got inquiries for 100 that cancelled over lockdown for obvious reasons, phone them up and say, have you thought about doing it hybrid? Because we've partnered with this AV company, we've got all the stuff for it. But come to our course first and learn about it, because there is a lot of information that you need to know about it, to be fair. But yeah,
big plug,
so I think that's pretty much it, really. Has anyone got any questions? Here we are. Oh yeah, Lauren, 80% of our clients have been new since reopening. It's been amazing.
Just shows, doesn't it, Lauren? And has that really changed as well, Lauren? Just pop in the comments. Has it like changed in terms of the type of clients?
Yeah, you've been getting loads of leisure business, haven't you?
Well, I know that Amanda obviously works with a couple of hotels, doesn't she? And she says the same. It's flipped
into leisure,
to like full weeks as well of people, residential staying over,
like
that
staycations.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
And I was at a client's hotel yesterday, and we were chatting about the type of markets to tap into. And when you're thinking of leisure business, think more on the family side, rather than like when we think of leisure business usually in hotels, we think of like romantic weekends away, or like, oh well, champagne with dinner.
That would be the day.
I know that would be the dream. but actually mostly from what I've heard, it's families out there having holidays.
Yeah. And I think also, I remember Amanda saying the other day in our team meeting that it's like you can hear the receptionist almost being a TIC, like a tourist information centre. You need to know not just about your competitors and everything, but about the area, because they need to know about it before they book with you now. So that's a good thing to up your knowledge on the area.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, here we go, Lauren. Look, a lot of companies from central London, people who usually don't come out of London. I wonder if that's because they feel too nervous being in London at the moment. That's quite interesting. I have a social media client who is outside of Birmingham, about half an hour outside of Birmingham, and they're a restaurant and bar, and they have seen a massive increase in business, because most people used to go into Birmingham city centre for a night out, and now because they're really kind of like nervous about being in the centre, they're not going anymore, so they're staying and having a night with them. So it's a similar kind of ethos, isn't it?
Which is interesting, because we, like Fem and I, went to London a few weeks ago and it was absolutely empty. There was nobody there. But anyway, it's great. So obviously we're going to mention our next challenge. Well, it's not our next challenge because our next one's LinkedIn, but the week after we are doing a prospecting new markets challenge, which is all about what we've talked about this morning. So every day we're going to be doing different tasks throughout, researching new markets, what we can tap into, and at the end you'll come away with a list of people that you will have a plan. Have a plan. It
will be scary no longer. You will have a plan, and you and Fem, who are doing it, will make it as easy as possible.
I think it's really helpful to kind of handhold through the stages. Like, even if you're used to prospecting and it's your job and you've been doing it for a long time, sometimes a different angle of looking at it will get you different results.
Absolutely.
If you do the thing you've always done, what's it?
And
you get the results you've always got. So I've put the link in the chat box. If anybody's interested, it's only £20. Live sessions every day, Monday to Friday, and tasks every day too. And then we just wanted to mention as well some free stuff that we're doing.
I'm excited about this. It's going to be a busy week next week.
It's going to be a busy week. Basically, after Boris's announcement, we all felt really beep.
It's going to be the thing now.
And we were all pretty fed up, so we all got on our WhatsApp group and we were like, right, what can we do to support, basically help people? We, again, no ulterior motive, just want to, we need the industry to survive as much as we all do, and we want it to survive. So we're offering some free 15-minute one-to-one mentoring sessions on Thursday next week, Thursday morning. And again, I'll put the link into book into the comments. You can just sign up for whatever time you like, and then you'll be allocated whichever associate's relevant to your area. And yeah, come with any burning questions.
Yes.
When we did it on Tuesday, we had lots of interesting questions.
And do you know what? I really enjoyed it as well. It's really nice.
It was really good fun.
It's almost like speed dating.
It is, yeah. When you're back to back,
Yeah.
And it's by the minute you're like, I'm sorry, I've got to go. But yeah, it's funny because it's like you obviously build relationships as well, but you don't do any of the small talk.
No.
It's literally like, right, what's your question? Okay, this is how you need to do it. So yeah, it's really good fun. And then the other thing is next Friday, we're having an hour-long Savvy Says surgery, we've called it, which is Savvy Says, but it's all about current times, answering your questions, and just generally.
And you get all 4 of us for the price.
Yeah, and it'll be all 4 of us. Yeah. So we'll probably just chat about like wine and what we're up to at the weekend. No, not really.
But no, but if anyone's got any questions, I mean, literally anything that you want to talk about, obviously event sales related, preferably. Yeah.
About about prospecting, about relationships, about selling, converting, LinkedIn, social media. Fire them over or join us and ask us live.
Yeah, you can send them in advance or just put us on the spot if you want, and Kate will choose one of us to answer the question, I'm sure.
Yeah, I will be. I shan't be answering any questions. No. So that's 9:30 to 10:30 next week on this Facebook page.
Oh, look, Sam has put, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again but expecting different results. That one as well.
Love
Sam. We
that.
like that one. We love a good
that
quote.
Is the reason for everybody to come on the Prospecting New Markets Challenge.
Yeah, thanks, Sam.
Because even if you're really experienced, we'll give you a different angle. Maybe I should put that on the poster.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sam. Thank you, everybody. Happy Friday. Have a good day.
Lovely to, well, not physically see you all, but we can imagine you all there.
Chat.
It's lovely to have you there. And hopefully we'll see you for our hour-long special next Friday.
Yes. Yeah, amazing.
Have a lovely weekend.
Thanks,
bye, everybody.
Guys.
Bye.